what's going on, guys? In this video I'm going to be discussing my local Elliott wave count for Ethereum. At a later date I will go into some of the more macro wave counts that I have for Ethereum, but I want to keep it more detailed for this video. So without further ado, let's jump right on into it. Okay, so I zoomed into the 1 hour chart and we're only going to be going over the price action basically from this peak onward. So everything within this rectangle we'll be covering. At a later date, like I said, I will be covering the more macro time frame Elliott wave counts that I have, but I just want to kind of get a little bit more detailed and focus on this section for now. And I'm going to go ahead and show you my Elliott wave count right now. So if you want to pause the video and just take a look at it, then go ahead. But what I essentially have is an ABC zigzag. So the A comes in at this low right here, the B comes up through some sort of triangle that I have, and the C comes down at this low. And just to clarify, this wave 5 of the C is a truncated fifth. And I will be covering this price action once we go through it together. But for now, I will be just hiding this and we'll be going through it all together. And I could show you how I arrived at this count and why I think it's the most valid count for right now on Ethereum. So let's zoom in and just start labeling it. So I have this as a wave 1 of a wave. So this would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and this would be an A, B, this would be a C. So it would be some sort of flat for wave 2. And wave 3 is a pretty long wave, and it would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for wave 3, up for wave 4, down for wave 5. Let's make sure this is a different color. So wave 3 I would have labeled as a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then wave 4 would be an A, B, C. So this would be probably some sort of zigzag. And then wave 5 would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's what I have for wave A. And then wave B is a little bit debatable on how to count it. I like the triangle personally a lot, but I know some people, I'll show you some alternatives to the triangle. So basically I just had an A, B, C, D, E for the triangle, but one alternative that I've seen is actually a W, X, Y, where this is a zigzag, so A, B, C, this is some sort of zigzag. And then this would also be some sort of zigzag down here. So this would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for wave A, B, C, and then down for a C. So that'd be a wave X. And then this last wave Y would be this section right here, which is a flat. So just to zoom in, this would be A, B, C, I believe. This would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, A, B, C, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's one alternative that I have seen. But at the end of the day, whether you have this count or not, let's say you have an A, B, C, D, E triangle that I have, which would be like so, A, B, C, D, E, and then it'll look like this. So let's say this is your count. I mean, at the end of the day, the wave B still ends at the same place. So whether you want to say it's a W, X, Y, or an A, B, C, D, E triangle right now is kind of irrelevant. But I'm going to call it a triangle. I think it makes the most sense personally, and that's what I'm sticking with. So yeah, so that's my wave B. And then C gets a little bit more complicated. C is not as straightforward as wave A for sure. But let's go through it together and kind of show you how I subdivided this. So I think the best way personally to subdivide it would have wave 1 right here, and then wave 3 is kind of a long one, and it would be an extended wave 3, so it would be 1, let's see, this would be wave 1, 2, actually I think wave 2 would be right here, so this is some sort of running correction, so it would be, let's just go ahead and put wave 3 down here, 4 down here, and I could start labeling wave 3 which would be 1, 2, 3, 4, and then finally down for a fifth wave. This would be Minuit. I have no idea how to pronounce that, so if you know how to pronounce that, then let me know down below. But yeah, wave 4, in my opinion, would be... So this looks like it would be some sort of zigzag correction as well. It's definitely a truncated zigzag, or at least C is not very long. But that's how I have it for wave 4. And then, actually my bad, no, wave 4 would be right here. And then this would be wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of the fifth wave. So that is how I have wave C. And now let's go through the current price action, but first I'm just going to... Okay, now getting into some of the more local price action on Ethereum. I'm considering all of this right here a leading diagonal, as you guys probably saw in the beginning. So the top trend line right here would be like this. And actually the bottom trend line, I had it pulled from the bottom like this. But I think it's more accurate if you pull it from the end of wave 2 to the end of wave 4. And just to clarify, I'll label it for you guys. It would look like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just like that. And the one criticism that I would give myself for this count would be the fact that wave 1 looks a little bit impulsive, where I think this would be wave 1 of this wave. This would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for wave 3, down for wave 4 and up for wave 5. So this looks like a pretty impulsive wave when it should theoretically be a more corrective zigzag type structure, where all these waves make zigzag corrections. But I think this still makes the most sense. I think there's a little bit of leeway in Elliott waves that you don't have to, these don't always have to make perfect zigzags in a diagonal. So all in all, I think this still makes the most sense to me personally, but I'll give you one alternative, and that is this still being a wave 1, this being a wave 2, and then this being the first of the third. So I'll zoom out and I'll show you kind of what that looks like. So this would be 1, and then 3 would be somewhere up here, and this would be wave 1 of a lesser degree, and then that would mean we're currently in wave 2. So this would be some sort of expanded flat, where wave 2 would be down here. We'd come up for wave 3 and 4 and 5. So let's dissect this scenario a little bit more. So this would be wave A, this would be wave B, coming up here, and then we're coming down for wave C then. So if that's the case, then we should theoretically come to about the 1-to-1 to 1.618 of wave A. And then let me label this for you guys so you can understand. So this is A, this is B, and we're coming down for C. So theoretically we should be coming around somewhere, we should bottom out somewhere in this box if this is the correct count. Personally, I'm not going with this count right now, but this is what you would expect if this is the count that you have. So yeah, I just wanted to show you that situation. That's definitely a possibility, but I'm going to delete these wave counts for now and show the diagonal that I had. Okay, so let's assume this is a diagonal like I have, and we're currently breaking down out of the diagonal. Then this looks an awful lot like an impulse wave, which would mean it would probably be a wave A of a zigzag. So in that situation, I'm going to go ahead and try to label this for you guys. So I would probably say this is a wave 1, that we came up for wave 2 here. And the third wave is tricky. Because this would probably be the first of the third wave, and then this is a long third wave right here. This might be the fourth wave, although I'm not entirely sure. But let's assume this is the fourth wave for now, or this is the third wave for now, this is the fourth wave, and then this is the fifth wave. So this would mean that wave A of the zigzag is complete, which I'm not super confident about. But let's assume that for a minute. Then in that situation, let me label it for you guys. This would be A, then we'd be coming up for a B, and then down for a C. And typically in a zigzag, wave B comes up between the 382 or the 38.2% and the 61.8% retracement levels. So in that situation, wave B typically should probably come up to about here, about around the 38.2% retracement level. At least that's the most common retracement level for a zigzag. And in that situation, then if you pull a 1-to-1 of wave A and line it up with wave B, or where wave B theoretically should go, and then wave C should come in around 1960 or so. So yeah, that's theoretically what would happen, in my opinion, if this is the bottom of wave A. But I think it's still possible we could come lower, because this could be the bottom of wave 3, like this. This could all be a wave 4, and this wave A could come a little bit lower, which all in all, it's not going to bring us that much lower. I mean, let's assume wave 5 comes to about the 1-to-1 of wave 1. So wave 5 should just be a little bit lower than wave 3. So let's assume it comes down here. Trying to grab the wave 5. There we go. In that case, let's do a little bit of hypothesizing. So in that case, wave B would come here, and then the 1-to-1 would come down here, which would bring us a little bit lower. And this is all dependent on if this is the bottom of wave A and where wave B ends up going. Because for all we know, wave B could come up to the 0.618, and that could bring us a little bit high. The 1-to-1 would be a little bit higher. But I'm going to go ahead and delete these Fibonacci tools, and I'm going to show you guys what I'm currently expecting. So whether this is the bottom of wave 3 of this impulse wave or not, let's assume, or yeah, like I said, let's just ignore that for now, and I'm just going to tell you what I think is going to happen. So I think basically whether we come lower or not, we do know that we are going to come up for wave B, and then there's going to be a wave C that is going to be somewhere down here. And one target that I'm looking at right now, personally, is right around the golden pocket of the high to low. So from the beginning of the whole diagonal to the very top of wave 5. And I'm currently looking in this region right now, so that'd be 1983-ish to 1950. And that's a very strong confluence level right now for me, because there's also a naked time point of control right in this level as well, around 1973. And this is on the Bybit chart, by the way. So this is what I'm looking for currently. If we don't make it down here, or rather if we make it past this level, then these are the two levels that I'm going to be looking at next, which are 1836, and then that's followed by 1783. So in summary, I'm looking for us to come up for wave B and then down for wave C, somewhere around the 2000 mark to the 1950 mark, to be precise. So that'd be somewhere in this box right here that I'll be looking to long. But if we end up smashing right past this level, then I'm going to probably be looking a little bit lower. I hope you enjoyed the video, and let me know in the comments below what you would like to see me cover next. Do you want to see some more Bitcoin and Ethereum Elliott Wave Analysis, or do you want to see me cover a completely different cryptocurrency? Let me know, and I'll see you next time. Bye.